So if you've been watching this video, welcome. My name's Beth. I'm a physiotherapist and also an acrobat with a ACL injury. So it has been a week since I've had my ACL Reconstruction Surgery on the right leg. As you can see, I'm still wearing my TED stockings. My swelling has definitely gone down. You can see my ankles are generally about the same size now. My knees are still quite tight, so I've been trying to move a little as often and just move around the house with my crutches. I found personally the most effective thing for pain management is actually this Cryo cup. So this just goes in the fridge, not even the freezer. It's filled with ice water. I normally have a tubey band that wraps around it, and I'll ice it generally after moving a lot or exercising a lot. About 5-6 times a day, and I just put it on like that for about 20 minutes. What I also find is that with the weight of the water, it does help me to work on my extension a lot more. So when you have your ACL reconstruction, the first thing you want to get back is your full knee extension. There's loads of research that's supporting that, and also of course the Melbourne protocol also suggests that working on the full extension is your #1 priority after surgery. So yeah, it does feel quite nice, and it sort of numbs the pain. So what I'd like to share with you today is actually a movement practice. I found the generic exercise sheet that sometimes we give to patients, and for lots of like knee bending and knee extending, they can be a little bit mundane. So what I like to do is incorporate a bit of mindfulness, a bit of breath work, a bit of yoga principles, so that I'm actually doing like a yoga sequence. So I give myself about 15-20 minutes a day and really focusing on my body, encouraging to move in a pain-friendly way and also heal as well. Another thing that I've used, which I haven't got with me right now, is the TENS machine. You can have a look at the other videos where I've used them before. So I generally use the TENS machine on the inside of my quads, so that's my VMA muscles, because I found sometimes when I work with clients as well, that muscle tends to get forgotten and they get a lot of atrophy quite quickly. So, and also because I'm not moving as much, I find it quite helpful to get some muscle stimulation in and maybe help with a bit of circulations too. And I just find it quite relaxing. So yeah, that's what I use. In terms of how to get up and down with the crutch, I'm sure if you're watching this video and if you're going through the surgery, you might have already figured this out. But essentially the H shape, one hand on behind and pushing up. So remember to listen to your body, because every body would be slightly different in terms of pain levels, swelling levels. It's okay if you have to take some pain relief about half an hour before this movement practice, so that it helps you feel a little bit more at ease with the movement. So we start by dropping in our body, and I'm just sitting upright on my sofa. You can do this in a chair, but what I would like to encourage you is that if you can have a space between your back and the sofa or the chair you're on, a bit more spinal extension, because we might spend a lot of time, certainly for me, sitting down throughout the day. I am placing my palms upward, encouraging a bit of a welcoming posture. So let's just start by maybe tuning into our body, taking a breath in, and just noticing where the breath goes into your stomach or into your chest. There's no need to change it, we're just noticing it. And if you notice any tension in the shoulders, potentially from walking with the crutches more, see whether you can just soften that shoulder with the out breath. So just gently dropping that shoulder down and relaxing that shoulder. And just letting the momentum of the day ease us off and just focusing on the here and now. So we're going to start by working from the bottom of our bodies. So the first exercise movement we're going to do is toe lift. So we're just going to lift our toe up to the ceiling and back down. It might take a bit of coordination if this is not something you used to do before. So just small gentle movement, pulsing through your big toe and all the other little toes as well. And then the next movement, see whether they can open up and close. For me, my left one's always been a lot stronger than the right one. Just opening up and closing in your own time. Lovely. If you need a bit more of a heel clearance, I'm just going to shuffle slightly forwards. You might need to do the same too, especially if you have a swollen leg as we speak. You might need to slide that feet slightly forwards because the bending backwards movement might be a bit stiff. So next movement we're going to do, it's a heel lift. So we're going to take a deep breath in, bringing the heels up and then gently pressing it back down. So we're going to do 5 on each side. That's number 3, taking a breath in and gentle breath out. Just really try and activate the muscles. And now repeat on the other side. So with your operator leg, just be gentle. Even if you don't go as high up, that's absolutely fine. Taking a breath in, lifting that heel and slowly placing it down. Breath in, lifting that heel and slowly placing it down. Breath in, lifting the heel and placing it down. One last one. Breath in, lifting that heel and bringing it down. Lovely. The next thing we're going to do is gently lifting our heels off the floor and then bring it back down. So we're going to do it in alternative legs. So on the right one, you can either use the support of your heels, or actually what I'm going to do today is just sliding that heel back in. So lifting, sliding up in the left, and then the right, just sliding and back in. Number 3, perhaps working with your breath as well. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and breathing out. Using the breath is quite a good way to calm our central nervous system as well. And then lots of people might have used different grabs for the ACL reconstruction. So for me, I've used the hamstring grab. So the hamstring is just attached to the back of the knee. They don't take the whole of the hamstring, they only take a small proportion of it. So sometimes people do get a chance of losing 15% of your leg power. Other common grabs that's really used really often, it can be a patella tendon grab. So patella, it's your kneecap bone, and the graft that's underneath there. Some people also use the donor from other people. It's just depending on your own conditions as well. So for me, because the hamstring, it's been quite tight, it's been through I guess trauma in a sense. So it's really important that we try and loosen it. So what I found helpful is doing a bit more prolonged stretch and working with our breath. So what I would like you to do at home is, with this stretching movement practice, see whether you can take a slower breath out each time. So the inhale, just do it as you normally would do, but the exhale, try and really lengthen it. So let's start with the left one. I'm just gonna shuffle forwards, bringing my heels up and just gently pressing that knee down. So you might want to feel more of a stretch, and you can think about extending through your spine. So your spine's reaching up toward to the ceiling. Again, just do what you can in the body. Everyone's stage after a week might be quite different. So how much movement I've got at the moment might not be the same as how much movement you've got. So now we're going to do the same on the other one. So we're going to slide the right feet forwards. Apply a bit of gentle pressure. I'm just lifting that heel up so that I can add a bit of a stretch to my calves as well. Well, I do find the limitation of this knee is the swelling in the knee joint in itself, and that can limit a lot of range of motion. So let's practice a nice long breath here. Gentle breath in and slow breath out. Extend your spine a little bit more. Gentle breath in and slow breath out. Another breath in and slow breath out. And then coming back in. So just listen to your body. It's not about how far you can push your knee down, but allowing your muscles and your joint to slowly relax into that position. Okay, so we're just gonna move our attention and awareness up the body now. So the next movement we're gonna do is a spinal curl. So what we're gonna start dipping that chin down, and then you're gonna let go of the weight on the upper chest, middle chest. It's like every segment of the spine you want to curl down. As you breathe in, you're going to gently rise back up. And lightly squeezing your shoulder blades and even dropping your hands by the side. It's quite an energizing posture. And maybe letting go the weight of the jaw. Keeping your shoulders soft. Lifting, opening. And letting go. Arching. We're going to do a bit of variation now. So instead of kind of slouching down, we're going to slouch forwards next time we come down towards the floor. So you're still going to breathe in, opening up chest to the front. As you breathe out, reach down and see how far you can let go. Breathe in, coming back to the center, opening, palm facing up. Breathe out, hands facing down, reaching towards the floor, rounding your spine. Breathe in, rising up, opening to the front. And breathe out, curling down. Again, with how far you can go, just be kind to yourself. Whenever you can feel a bit of a stretch, just stop there and pause. So we're going to do a bit of a hold. So the next time we go down, we're going to hold it there for 3 breaths. So breathe in the opening. You guys are doing really well. You're still following the sequence. So from here, letting go of the weight of the head. Nice breath in and slow breath out. Really tapping into our rest, digest, relax mode. And strengthening our vagus tone by gently breathing out. You might find on each exhale you're able to go down a bit deeper. Gently rising back up. Lovely. Now we're going to do a bit of a shoulder roll. So we're just going to opening that shoulder, doing nice circles. And then you're going to bring your hands behind your head. So we're just kind of opening our chest. Because we don't really work a lot on our upper body, I suppose, when you are going through an injury or rehab. You might find yourselves a lot more sedated than normal. So we're going to do a few rotational work. So keeping our hands behind our head, see where they can slightly squeeze your shoulder blade, dropping that shoulder downwards. And we're just going to tap to the side. It's a bit like a side crunch. Going for 5 for each side. Number 4. Number 5. Right, I think I miscount, so 1 more on each side. Lovely. Now opening your hands to the side, you're going to sit into a adapted warrior pose, because you might know that my legs or your leg might not be able to straighten as much as you can. So what we're going to do is going to still bend our front leg, and with the other leg just see how far you can extend. There's no pressure to try and push it down completely, just allow it to slide. And then we're just going to open it up, look to the side. Then we're going to go into like a rainbow pose. So we're going to drop our hands, reaching out, sweeping across. The colour's the rainbow, but I don't really know if there's an actual name for it. But it's like drawing a rainbow, so you're tracing your arms across the ceiling, mapping it out with this imaginary rainbow. Taking a breath in, extending, breath out, opening. Breath in, breath out. Having our feet back in, checking over how your body feels right now. So we're going to gently shuffle our weight to the other side. This time I'm going to bend my operator leg. I'm going to extend this leg out to the side. So you might realize this extended leg is way more straighter than the other side. So we start by this adaptive warrior pose. So we're just looking to our fingertips. Then we're going to place the palms down, go into a rainbow. Deep breath in, flowing your hands across the top. Breath out. I found movement so calming and relaxing. And it's always a really good way to check in with yourself. When we're going through the motion of our everyday life, we might be ignoring the signals in our body until we slow down and be really mindfully to assess what sensations, thoughts, or emotions that might come up. And just allowing them to be there. One last one. Breathing in, sweeping across the rainbow, and bring it back down. Lovely. Now you're going to come back in the middle. Now that we give our legs a bit of a break, we are going to go back to a bit more stretching. So, like I said, extension is really important. So we're going to do another extension exercise again. So there's two ways you can do that. I'm actually going to do it on the sofa because I want to practice a bit more. But I'll show you the variations first. So if you're in a chair, so I want you to just slide that heel down and practice squeezing these quad muscles and dropping it down like this. And then bring it back up. Pressing it down and bring it back up. But I'm going to do it on here to allow myself more support. But if you have a sofa, that's fine too. You can do it on the sofa. So sitting up tall, gently pressing that quad muscle down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Pressing it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Number 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Number 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. One last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. And the next one we'll do is a bit of a hamstring stretch. So I'm just going to move this leg out of the way so you can sort of see what I'm doing. But like I said, if you are sitting on the chair, you can still do this exercise with your heel on the floor. So I feel like my knees already lower down comparing to the beginning of doing this exercise. So yeah, looking not far up to full extension. So being an acrobat gymnastic type of person, I am quite bendy, so I can reach my toe and pull and feel the stretch of my hamstrings. The last movement we're going to practice is rocking, so I'm rocking forwards, shifting my weight to toes, and backwards. And then I can rock to the side, to the left, and to the right. And then we can draw circles. So I'm still actively trying to really press my feet on the floor. So you can kind of see, I mean this is a bit swollen, but my intrinsic muscles are still working on my foot. Getting a bit of proprioceptive body awareness practicing. Don't know about you, but I've been finding sleeping so hard because I used to sleep on the left side, and now with this leg being so swollen, it's just not possible. So my hips has been extra tight. Doing a kind of slow movement like this, which might seem a bit strange on the outside, it really helps loosening my pelvis and my hip area. So this is the end of my movement practice for the week 1 post-surgery.